Voters will be going to the polls in 3 weeks from tomorrow, and in some races, third-party candidates are on the ballot, offering an alternative to the traditional Republican and Democratic candidates. Political editor John Delano sat down with one such candidate.
Dale Kerns is the Libertarian candidate for U.S. Senate, and he wants you to know this.
To me, Republicans and Democrats, at least the ones that are in Washington, D.C., they're exactly the same.
Meaning he offers the only real alternative to Democrat Bob Casey and Republican Lou Barletta.
Congressman Barletta and Senator Casey are exactly the same.
So how is a libertarian different?
What is a libertarian?
A libertarian is someone that believes you should be able to live your life your way, provided you respect the rights and property of others. And it really is that simple. We all have different viewpoints on different issues, but ultimately, libertarians don't want to use force to achieve an end result.
Libertarians believe government should leave you alone. And that, says Kerns, means a smaller federal government.
If I was elected to Washington, D.C., I would go to shrink the size and scope of government every step of the way and get government back to its constitutional roots.
Like ending the ability of presidents to wage wars without congressional approval.
Right now, the president, no matter who he is, whether he's Republican, Democrat, they're waging war all across the globe. I would bring war powers back to Congress.
And Kerns has strong views on the Bill of Rights.
Does Congress have the power to ban assault weapons?
No, not at all. Congress has no power to do so.
Does Congress have the power to require background checks?
Congress has no power to do so.
Although he says he's personally pro-life, Kerns would never legislate in this area.
I have a wife and 2 daughters, and I would personally never tell them what to do or what to do with their body or how to do it.
Kerns and his family live outside Philadelphia, but the Libertarian says he has ties to Pittsburgh.
My father went to Robert Morris College. For years, I would come here to Robert Morris College and play in softball tournaments in the Dome, so I've been coming here for years.
Now, state law makes it tough for third-party candidates to get on the ballot, which explains why in so many races your choice is limited to a Republican or a Democrat. This year, in both the U.S. Senate race and the governor's race, a Green Party and Libertarian candidate are on the ballot. But in the 50 races for Congress and General Assembly in this region, I count only 3 races with an alternative to the Democrat or Republican. In recent times, Libertarians have never gotten more than 3 or 4% of the total vote. Kerns hopes to change that. Stacey?